we are obviously running. We're getting towards primary season. Mitch McConnell, like I mentioned, and I just want to. I want to just briefly touch on this story because longtime listeners will know this one drives me nuts. But there is a hearing on Thursday in the Senate Judiciary Committee on the nomination of Ryan Bounds. He is. Is that microphone still on? Because I'm hearing wrinkled paper over there. Ryan Bounds, the Ninth Circuit, and he is now. Typically, what happens, and this has happened always, that circuit and district judge nominees get written support from the home state senators. These are blue slips. That's the only way that their nominations can proceed to the committee. Certainly when, what's his face from Vermont now? Leahy was chairman of the Judiciary Committee. If a Republican senator withheld a blue slip, then the nomination failed. Well, there are two Democrats from Oregon, the home state of this judge, Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley. They oppose Bounds' nomination because of his writings in the past that where he is less than supportive of the idea that sexual assault exists. He is not very supportive of workers' rights. He has issues with people of color and with LGBTQ folks. Like, in other words, a classic Republican Trump nominee. And so they refuse to return their blue slips. Well, this is the day or the week that blue slips died. So there is no way for Democrats to stop any judicial nominees on the federal judiciary. And these are lifetime appointments. And these are all the people that you will start to hear when it comes time to appoint the next Supreme Court justice. And elections have consequences. And just because it's not right in front of your face doesn't mean that it's not going to implicate the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And yeah, I mean, I could reduce this down to saying that Jimmy Dore is an idiot, but it really is far more important than his stupidity. But the next time someone tells you it doesn't matter who is the president and that the judiciary doesn't matter, that is basically your litmus test to know that they're an idiot and they don't understand how our government works. So until, even Jill Stein would not be able to get these judicial appointments reversed. And Jill Stein would not have the opportunity to even make a lot of these appointments because they're filling them at such an incredibly rapid rate. So
even that wily operator,
right,
Jill Stein.
Exactly. So Mitch McConnell chalks up another win. He managed to steal a Supreme Court seat, and now he is making Donald Trump the single most effective appointer of federal judges in our lifetimes. He will do this at a rate that we have not seen before and has done so, even though, and I am sure, even though the corporate media doesn't cover it, it still happens. Right? Isn't that the big issue for some folks? What the corporate media covers? I wonder how many times that's been covered by the people who bemoan the corporate media. I'm annoyed by that. Oh, and also, while we're at it, while we're talking about some of these dum-dums, congratulations. We have not entered into World War III, but the White Helmets, the humanitarian organization that helped folks in Syria, they just lost 1/3 of their funding overnight because the U.S. government has stopped providing them with the money. So, chalk up another win. Loss of 150, 60 federal judiciary seats, at least one Supreme Court seat, and you managed to defund an NGO that was trying to help people who have been bombed. So